So this week, you join us on the way to Vanlove, and we've stopped to see some friends on the way.
And has anybody got any guesses for who we've come to see?
If that hasn't given it away, maybe this will. Look at that. Check out this little beauty. All kinds of room for activities in here.
And if that hasn't rung any bells, maybe this will.
Now, I reckon it's time for a bit of triple T. And this week, Clico pins. Now these are a beautiful bit of kit.
Whoa, what's going on here? You can't be doing my triple T.
Well, you know, we just had to come and do a bit of it, I reckon.
Now, some of you might recognise us from when we met up with these guys in the Arctic. And my hope was that Alex might help me keep John on the straight and narrow. But needless to say, I will not be leaving that pair of idiots together unattended this weekend.
But now they've gone, I think it's only right that I finish triple T off properly. Brilliant bit of kit for the workshop.
We have now made it to VanLoveFest 2024. It's set to be a scorcher with temperatures up to 30 degrees. So we'll see how that goes. I don't do well in the heat. So that's the main stage just behind us there, and we're parked right next to it. I believe there's over 1,000 vans, I think it's 1,004 that have come to this event. It's absolutely ridiculous. So when you look down the runway, there's literally vans as far as you can see. It is mental, some of the stuff that's here. A few of you have already been over to say hello, and we really appreciate it. We absolutely love meeting you guys. It's been incredible. This evening we've got Ellie Sachs taking over the main stage, and hopefully that should be one hell of an evening. And I imagine you'll see some of that later on in the video. But for now, let's go and show you some of the vans. So, it's day two. Yesterday was absolutely incredibly hot. I think we hit highs of something like 33, 34 degrees in the van. Absolutely ridiculous. This morning we had a nice shower set up in the grass. You can probably just see it. Took us down the side of the van. Today's the day we do our talk. So we are on stage at 2 PM and they've asked us to come and speak about the Arctic and what we do to prepare our van ready to go. So we're really looking forward to that, but also bricking it at the same time. So you can see preparations for the day are already underway. Last night seeing Ellie Sachs was absolutely amazing. We loved it. May have had a little bit too much to drink, heads may be sore this morning, but amazing nonetheless. Shout out to the guys at VanLove, because at 7-8 o'clock this morning they were out litter picking the main stage area. Not that there was that much, but the site has been kept so clean and everyone's been really nice. It's been really nice to meet you guys, and we had quite a few people sort of walk up to us yesterday and it was amazing to meet some of you guys.
I've been contemplating all my time. My thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind. Wonder if there's peace that I could find, instead of always being on the grind. I need a new purpose, I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching, you're just what I'm longing.
Hello everybody.
Hello.
We had planned on getting up on the stage so that I don't do that. Can we, okay. Can we get up from here? Am I gonna get like ruin health and safety if I just climb up? If you don't know, I'm Jess and this is Jon. And 18 months ago, we decided that we were done with work and we'd saved up a pot of money and we were gonna go and travel the world and chase our dreams, and when it ran out, that would be the end of that.
Yeah, and then luckily we did YouTube at the same time, and
friendly.
Yeah.
We went over to the office and he let us stay in one of the little cabins, they're called Stugas, and it was roasting hot in there, so thankfully we had somewhere nice and warm to go.
Yeah.
Away. But it led on to what disasters like that happening in the Arctic, which there were a few. It led on to some really unexpected, brilliant things that happened for us, such as when Ash and Marie reached out to you when the heater broke, didn't
So the diesel heater broke in -25. Luckily, and if anyone ever decides to do this trip, I'd highly recommend you take a spare. That was a piece of advice we got from Fruity himself. Always take a second heater, as there's a few people been up and had that problem. We got a message from Ash and Marie from Lost in Europe. If you don't follow them, go and have a look. They are living just the most incredible life in the middle of nowhere in Sweden. And he offered us to come down and stay. And when we got to them, the temperatures dropped to -37 up there.
Yeah,
and
they had the lowest recorded temperature ever
Yeah.
in Sweden that week. It got down to -56, was it?
I think something like that, -50s, and that was only about an hour and a half away from where we were staying at the
Yeah,
time.
our first week in Sweden was, otherwise.
I will say that disasters make the stories of trips. I mean, we've got a great photo of me laid under the van in -30, trying to then fix the diesel heater the next day.
And we're a bit scared of going off, not on the motorways.
Yeah.
So he was like, get yourself some studded tyres. And that was an absolute turning point in the trip, because although lots of people do go up without studded tyres, it's generally in rear-wheel drive vans, whereas these are front-wheel drive vans, and we were struggling big time, weren't we?
Yeah, so with these you're pulling the load rather than pushing the load, which makes a massive difference to how the traction works. So we ended up buying studded tyres, somehow a garage 2 minutes up the road from the campsite that we were at. This was the next day from the diesel heater, by the way. We ended up having a set of studded tyres and we ended up putting them on, and that was a game changer because you could drive around like the Swedes did. Well, not quite, they don't mess around, but you could really go ahead and just drive normally. You could go around roundabouts, whereas before you'd pull into fuel stations, go to brake, and then it would just sort of keep moving forward.
So we've done our talk, and thank you everybody for coming along to see us and for asking questions, coming to chat afterwards. We are so grateful for all your support, and really it's been so great to meet you all. We are now going to go and try and find Jess and Jon and their Crooklyn fix and have a bit of a look around, because we've only done about half the site. We're going to go for a walk and bring you guys along with us.
Let's see how long it takes me to notice. So we're back at the van after a very long day walking around, but it's now time for the dress up portion of the evening. Now for this event there was a theme called Movie Heroes, and I reckon our outfits are just on point, but some people that have really tried to exceed is Jess and Jon. So I'm sure you'll see the outfits as the night goes on, but for the minute let's get changed and let's head out for a bit of a boogie.
This event is all about love. It's love of each other, it's love of the vans we drive, and it's all about what it says on the front of this stage, freedom of life on the road, because that's what we love. We got so much love to give. Thank you to everybody involved in VanLoveFest 2024. It's been totally awesome. Thank you for coming. We might do it again next year.
So, after nearly 900 miles, many hours of driving, and a very sorrowful 24 miles per gallon, we are now back home in Cornwall.
And what a weekend it was, and we just want to take the time to say thank you so much to everybody who made the effort to come up and meet us.
Definitely.
And talk to us this weekend. It was just so great to meet you all, and hopefully we'll see you all again sometime soon.
Fingers crossed. We'd love to do the one next year, so yeah. We'll see how timelines pan out.
Yeah.
But that's it for this week's video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe,
and we'll see you in the next one.